Siemano, witam was serdecznie w 11 odcinku z gry Vampir Masquerada Bloodlines 2. Udajemy się do naszej skrytki, schowka. Schronienia. Mam dziwne wrażenie, że zajmiemy się kolejną sprawą detektywa.
It's an education to watch you work. You have a knack for treating folks the way they want to be treated. Some might call that buttering up, but I call it prudence. Social lubrication.
I mean what I say. There are kindred to be respected here.
Oh, I get it, I do. I think this town could use a sheriff who listens before they punch. We've done our share of legwork tonight, that's certain. You want to work the notes, both high and low?
Oczywiście.
Helping to feed Lou was not something I expected when I woke up.
Some might call it a come down, but there's a passel of weight in being a waiter. Folks treat you as furniture, and no one cares what shares here.
Lou Graham is distracted. Ill, perhaps?
Agreed. There's something there right enough. Although I've no notion as to what. But this does put meat on the bones of a mighty mystery. Why did Her Highness take a step back? I never did understand it. A prince giving power away? It's the rarest of things. Maybe this is the cause.
Sophia is interesting. So attached to her ghoul. It is not usual.
Sophia's always been scatterbrained. Used to hang around with my sire. Maybe my bloodline rubs off on some. I like her, though. Reminds me of more innocent times. And we both love getting our fangs into a good puzzle.
I find that she is a pleasant diversion. She digs up my older memories.
Hey, if it floats the USS Fire, then I won't pass comment, but some memories are maybe best kept buried.
Indeed. I now know more about how Katsumi and the Anarchs operate in Seattle.
You do? A little that even opened my eyes. I'd not known her arrangement with Benny. Caught between court and rabble and has been for a while. Seems to be steering the course for the best. And owes you a favor, which is not a thing to be sniffed at.
I have met others like her in the past, capable of greatness should they desire it.
Maybe if the court wasn't looking to wipe her and her allies out, she might consider it.
It is good to discuss these things. But it is time to rest.
Sleep well then, Fire. Let's hope for a day without dreams.
Będzie kolejna sprawa detektywa.
Well, hello there, buddy. I did what you said. I woke up.
They set their feet upon the sod. Their lips split parched, their belly dry. Sweet succulence upon the vine, a sovereign full specified.
That's nice and all, but I have questions. Can you tell me your name?
Do I take you from your time, truth seeker? Do I interrupt your sleep?
I'm more interested in who you are.
They say trouble comes in pairs, detective.
That's a truth.
They say trouble comes in pairs.
They say trouble comes in pairs, and here I was with the first shoe in front of me, waiting for the other to drop. And let me tell you, this one was tight-laced and had a vicious tongue.
A deep sleeper? A goddamn deep sleeper? It is 8 o'clock at night and I've been standing out here for an hour. Well, I'm sorry to interrupt your me time, Mr. Detective, but someone wants to kill me and no one seems to care.
Now, you'll find I'm a caring sort when I've time to get up to speed. So why don't you settle down and tell me your problem, Miss,
Verona. It's just Verona. And calm right down. I find a goddamn death threat in my purse and this freaky looking sword thing. And you want me calm?
Now that is interesting. A death threat and a decoration. Might I see them, Miss Verona?
That's why they sent me to you. I showed the officer at the desk. He said you'd help. Look, I went out last night with the girls, went through my purse for my keys this morning, and there they were. The letter, the cross thing, were there last night, and honest, this has got me shook up, Detective. Real shook up.
Oh, then you just let old Fabian take a look-see. See what shakes out.
Mamy krzyż świętego Jakuba.
Now this was familiar. Hello there, my little parchment pal. You got words to spill?
I am a death threat detective. That is my sole purpose, and all that you will get from me.
Nice choice of font and layout. A little fancy?
Why, yes. The seriousness of a matter is often best conveyed by a touch of formality. Just to make it clear, there'll be no messing around. And you see, I come from a quality printer. No smudging of ink or any little black lines. Which is, of course, the minimum standard in a well-phrased ultimatum.
Ha! Of course. That's quite a perfume you have there. Tangy, bitter, late nights and morning regrets.
Now, listen. I had to endure degradations to bear my message, you know. Dragged through smoke-filled dens, spattered with malt beer. Ugh.
Huh. So Miss Verona picked you up in a bar, then?
How dare you? Yeah, I mean, yes, I suppose so.
Good quality paper, but I see a few marks.
The finest thick cardstock as befits my role as a harbinger of doom. A few marks, I'll grant you, but I was folded very carefully. But then, alas, unceremoniously crammed into a purse filled with whatever junk the youngsters feel a need to carry. Not to mention the clear imprint I endured from the metal ornament that was my companion in travel.
The Cross of St. James. Pandora and cigarettes, sure, but he's still scratching at the armor of my think tank trying to get in.
Might I hazard a guess, Detective? Was there not a case back when you were young? The gutter press called it the rebar killer.
No, so there was. But that was a long time ago. That case is cold as a corpse. Or I thought it was. Many thanks, loquacious letter. I'll talk to my boss, Benny. See if something is getting reheated.
Of course, Detective. Remember that one should always put one's stock in the paperwork.
Now that's a truth. The SPD do love to fill their filing cabinets. I should rattle a few drawers too, see if any old bones fall out. Well, thank you, mysterious missive. I gotta blow the dust off the rebar killer case and grill our girl about her favorite hangouts. Message received and understood. The rebar killer. I'd heard that name many, many years before. If I remembered it right, in our world, he was Santiago, a hunter of kindred. What did that have to do with Verona? I wondered if Verona had remembered anything else from her big night out. Seattle. The folks would have stashed Verona in interrogation. I figured I should visit, since I did have questions for her.
Okej, tylko gdzie ona jest?
I had an agreement with Bob. He would ignore all my requests and I'd never ask him for anything. I'd do my own research. I found that asking the cabinets real nicely would make all the difference.
No spoko, tylko że...
I wondered if Verona had remembered Seattle PD.
Może tak.
I figured I thought I was on the right lines already.
Well, look who crawled out of their pit. What happened to the alarm clock Smithy got you?
It was a mite overzealous. I traded it to a buddy for an Everly Brothers single and a 1978 World Almanac.
Of course you did. You need something?
Where do we keep the cold cases? I'm looking for something that's probably in the deep freeze.
What's on your mind?
You ever heard of the rebar killer?
Huh. Yeah, right. My grandpappy talked about that one. He was on the force back in the day. Mob hits, something like that. They'll still be in the file room, though, just buried deep. Take a ball of string, you're liable to get lost in there.
Oh, don't worry. Me and the records department have an understanding.
Any hot precinct gossip?
Your boss is in a good mood.
That is news. Any idea what's ringing Benny's bell?
Who can say? Maybe a kitten died or an orphanage burned down.
I'm on the case. Catch you later.
Take it easy.
Okej. Witam Muldon. To wygląda, jakbym tu miał czegoś szukać, ale...
I thought about it. I didn't think that would help.
Może... Nie tu. Daj na dół. Czy na pewno?
What's the word, Wilbur?
So good, Fabian.
I'd like a little sip if you don't mind.
Yes, make another hole of bliss, a head hole with a little kiss.
Anyone ever tell you you got a real kick? Farewell, Marcel.
Bye.
O, strzałka.
Well, if it isn't my favorite Flatfoot, I knew you'd crawl back to me.
Hey, Philomena, you got me. I never can resist a well-packed set of suspension files.
So what is it today, Detective? A little dalliance with my dispatches? A thumb through my probation log?
Looking to heat up an old cold one. Know anything about the rebar killer?
Why, Detective, I did not expect someone to rattle my drawers so thoroughly this early in the evening.
Oh, you know I always try to be gentle. What have you got?
You'll have to forgive me. It's a little dusty around my fundament. But I do have a little something. Now that is interesting. Someone's been here before you. Oh, sure, there are news clippings, side notes, dockets and warrants, all marked for your man. All in 1925. But the main case file, that's been lifted. Frankly, I feel violated.
What have you got on the killer without the case file?
A skeleton in my cupboard. The bones of a story, and the flesh is missing. A series of mob hits in early 1925. Turf War, the funny papers call it. A clear out of local persons of interest to the police, and to those who serve hooch by the gallon. Same MO every time. Cold construction steel through the heart, and a swift chop to the neck. A 5-week sensation of slaughter, and then it all dries up in a record heat wave and a crackdown on bootlegging. No one ever found the heads. Huh.
Anything that screams being Illuminati?
It's been quiet on that front. Too quiet. You do say they're always watching.
Well, they are always wide awake and a bit jittery. Any word on D.B. Cooper?
The usual. A fresh note from Mr. Sator filed under unverified tips. This one says, Cooper's true objective was not the money, but a small, insignificant briefcase stowed in the cargo hold. The briefcase contained technology vital to the timeline's integrity. At precisely 8:13 p.m., a portal opened, allowing Cooper to slip into the future. The light turbulence was merely a side effect.
If only they knew. Got anything new on the ghost ferries?
Now, we do have a letter here from one Captain Salty, alleging that the spectral boats are military. He says here there's an underwater base deep under Puget Sound. Enemy scientists are running aquatic time travel experiments. Apparently it's a prelude to the Second Canadian invasion. He claims the first one already happened.
I guess he got something right. I should get to it.
Come back when you can. I always need a good sorting.
I wondered if Verona had remembered anything else from her big night out.
Dobra. Pora na Veronę, tylko 3. Ona nie jest gdzieś na dole? O właśnie.
Any news, Detective? You've caught him, right?
The law takes its sweet time, Miss Verona, but it makes the dessert all the sweeter. From the letter, I deduce you were in a bar last night, right?
Well, I did say I was out with the girls. Being honest, it's kind of a blur. But if you're gonna tell me I wrote the letter myself, I will not believe you.
Oh, I'm certain you couldn't do that, even sober. Some of these words are multisyllabic.
Well, exactly. But anyway, we had fun. We hit up a few places, the usual, you know. Oh God, I didn't text any of the girls to let them know I got home. And I'm out of charge. Now I know there's a killer, but I need to go.
These friends of yours, are they the same ones who let a stranger violate the inner sanctum of your purse? Trust me, you are much better off here. And remember, our coffee is free of charge.
Well, all right, fine. At least you have Wi-Fi.
So I'm told. Plus, this frees me to focus on locating your tormentor and putting him safely behind bars. Strong, unbendable iron bars, which he is unlikely to be able to use in any kind of murder attempt.
What?
never mind. Do you recall which dens of dissolution you visited? Bar chits, pills, outstanding tabs?
Why, detective? Do I look like a girl who has to pay for her own drinks? Let me think. There were a couple of dives, but we were trying to get into the fancy places too. I guess we started off at the Glacier for cocktails, but I think we were gonna try and get into the Macomb later. We heard it's real exclusive. Like they don't even have a list. The bouncer knows you by sight.
Until later, Miss Verona.
Okej, dzięki Verono. Ziomuś, nie wiem, czy mi będziesz potrzebny.
You doing okay, Ray?
Sip
Believe me. Hey!
us.
Więc się napiję na wszelki wypadek.
Tangy!
Love.
Teraz na górę.
Verona remembered the Macomb bar. I went down to the Dutchman for a word with Silky and to find my boss.
Idziemy najpierw tam.
Cold night. I decided to visit a few places Verona might have stumbled out of.
Pędzikiem.
Show tonight. Well, what Silky called a show. To me, it was a jackhammer and some energetic shouting. Huh. Someone must have smuggled this in. Silky only had 2 vintages of wine behind the bar. The white one and the red.
Fabian, you old bloodhound. What can I do for the pride of the PD?
It's an investigation, Silky? The official kind?
Is it? Official? You mean official as in Seattle PD, or official as in Benny said so, or some other sort of official?
There was a girl, last night, here with friends and having a good time.
Listen, my friend. You know the rules. All sorts of people pass through. I don't ask their business, they don't ask mine. I mean, is this court orders or a masquerade breach? Lay it out for me.
She's in danger, Silky. She got a death threat. Very nicely calligraphed.
A normal Seattle night, then. But this is the safest place anyone can be. You know that if you know anything.
Just bend a little, Oak Tree. Is the girl here? Name of Verona.
Fair Verona, huh? You sound rattled by this scene, buddy. I don't know the name. Why are you asking? If this isn't court or a breach of the mask. A hobby? A bird you've taken under your wing? Because there won't be trouble here, saint or sinner. Send her over if you want her to have a safe night out. But no who did what questions answered for you or for anyone. Not unless it's real kindred business.
I know it, I respect it, but this matters. I'll find a way to prove it.
Sure. I'll see you later, buddy. I don't have anything else to tell you.
Answers lie in...
Poszukaj tropów, tak? Wygląda jakby na dole.
Smash a bottle in here and everyone would go real quiet. It had better be an accident, or the man himself would have a word to say.
Well, if it ain't my favorite gumball.
It's gumshoe, Captain, as I keep telling you.
Yeah, what is it? You found a crock of shit at the end of the rainbow?
I was wondering, you ever hear of the rebar killer? A case from back in the 1920s.
Long before my time. Name's familiar. Clue me in.
The news hounds called him the rebar killer because, well, he killed people using rebar. But for us, he was a hunter, Santiago.
Oh, shit, yeah. I've heard of Santiago. Took down a few of our big names, right? What about him?
The Macomb killing last week. Same MO, boss. Rebar, a missing head, and the sword of St. James.
So the puzzler of the precinct has another pet theory. Why should I listen this time?
Because last time he was in Seattle, he wiped out several powerful kindred. He's a risk.
I get it. It's thin, but we wouldn't want the chief to think we were asleep at the wheel. So go tell him. And tell him I sent you.
Tell Campbell.
Yeah, this turns out to be something I look good. If it ends up as dog shit, I tell him you slipped a leash. Get it?
I get it. I thought maybe we could chew the fat. Maybe catch up a bit. Did you read my case report?
Your evidence? 20 pages on the goddamn sonic grid? It's in the trash, along with your beam Illuminati bullshit. I ain't got time for your crap. Do your job.
But boss, this is important. Seattle's aural soundscape is a fusion of complex...
One more goddamn word and I'll stick your lips shut.
Wheeler said you were in a good mood.
Did he?
I guess he was wrong.
Let's just say a horse came in.
I better go, boss.
Yeah, you'd better.
Okej.
Beer was...
If one more guy tries to use missile.
Jeszcze chwilkę polatamy.
Gotta get home.
Tam niby zapis chyba był, ale nie jestem pewny. Więc myślę, że możemy tutaj pogadać, co będzie i zapisać.
A few Union Johnnies having a cold one, maybe. The hole in the wall needed a few dark corners. Younger kindred did like spaces to brood. I read somewhere that darts used to be weapons of war. Seemed the patrons here were on the losing side. I wouldn't want to have to clean this place.
Co tu mamy? Jeszcze. Okej, to się przyda.
Blip, bloopy, bloop, blop. Never did get it. I did once win $100 from a one-armed bandit, but I used to like these things back in the day. Nowadays, it's press a button, put your hands over your ears. The piano was more out of tune than Herbert Hoover, and probably as old.
Can you spare a moment for a few questions? SPD, right? Yeah, go ahead. Quieter tonight, not like last night. That was a mess.
I'm tracking down some partygoers as it happens. A group of young ladies. One of them was given an unwanted gift by a none-too-friendly admirer. Ring any bells?
Son of a bitch, I knew it. There was this one guy hanging out by the pool table. He was kind of creeping on a group of girls, you know, watching but never getting too close. The boss said he tried to warn him off, but this guy was hopped up on something real intense, scary. The boss called me for backup, but by that time the guy had gone.
Thanks. That's useful.
Ale jeszcze tu coś.
Good view of where Verona was sitting from here.
So, tell me, Pockets. You see anything last night?
Could be any bar in any city, but you stroll right into mine, Detective.
There was a guy spent some time around you. Kind of a creep. You remember anything?
Now, how would I remember? Scores on the chalkboard are my only way of keeping a tally. Unless you're talking beer, sweat, and tears, Detective. This rough green holds its share of history, as I'm sure you know.
That's a fact. Talk to me of beer, sweat, and tears, Pockets.
Ah, must you only focus on my flaws? It's hardly fair.
Oh, they ain't flaws. It's the little wrinkles that make you beautiful, and the memories they hold. For example, last night.
Well, I blush to say it, but my current perfume is that of day-old spilled beer. That and something else. Just a touch of dirt and fresh concrete.
That whiff of fresh concrete. It's faint, but...
Oh, darn it. I reckon I've got something on my leg. Some varmint has smeared me with dirt, Detective. Soil, concrete, and just a touch of
steel and plastic and the heady aroma of porta potty. Our target came from a building site. Which one? Oh, now wait. I'll lay odds it was the Western reconstruction site. Not too far and inhabited by anarchs, ghouls, and other lowlifes. Thanks, Pockets. Reckon I'll go digging.
I'd say don't get into any fistfights, Detective. But honestly, I don't think you have the balls.
No dobrze, mamy zapis, więc tą misję będziemy kontynuować.
Down to the old Western Corp headquarters. A site Verona remembered them. Verona said she'd been to the glacier, so I figured.
Będziemy kontynuować to już w następnym odcinku, na który ja was oczywiście serdecznie zapraszam. A póki co, to by było na tyle, także trzymajcie się, do zobaczenia, cześć!